Joao Pedro might actually break the Chelsea number 9 curse. He might actually be that guy. Nicholas Jackson and Liam Delap, you better go and buy seat belt so that you be safe on that bench. Go and buy pillow so that you warm the bench properly and be comfortable while doing this. Because what this brother has shown us today, those 2 goals, I've not seen a Chelsea striker in recent times be that decisive with his actions. From outside the box, and what a banger with that second goal. I don't want it to be like I'm overrating him. Yes, I know it's only one cameo of the bench he has had. I know it's only one game he has started, but I don't want it to be like I'm jumping the gun or I'm rushing. Many times I've seen players, they will have a very good debut and stuff like that, and they'll not go on to perform well. But what I've seen today, please allow me to speak from what I've seen. Oh, he's playing the Club World Cup. It's against weaker opposition. This same Michael Jackson, he played in this Club World Cup. What did he do? The most memorable thing Jackson has done in this tournament is to get a red card. Delap as well. He has been very forgettable in this tournament. But Joao Pedro has arrived, and in his cameo off the bench, he was very good in the last game. And today, starting the game, he was dominant. He played like a proper striker against his old team. In fact, I was thinking at one point, is this Fluminense, are they owing him salary? You people did not pay this boy fully because the anger he used to play them today was something very, very crazy. And he won the game for Chelsea. His 2 goals are what won the game for Chelsea. So you cannot tell me I'm jumping the gun. You understand? Obviously, he still has a lot to show. He still needs to do it against stronger opposition. But from what we have seen today and what I have to analyze with what is on the ground, Joao Pedro is doing very, very well. What a performance from him. And let's move on to Chelsea Football Club, who have now made it to the finals of the Club World Cup, the first edition of this version, which is very, very good. The singular best thing that's happened to Chelsea, or the single best thing that's happened to Chelsea, is losing to Flamengo. Because if they had won that group, they'll be in the side of Bayern, PSG, and all those other top teams, Real Madrid and stuff like that. Obviously, Chelsea has played against weaker opposition, Benfica to Fluminense to Palmeiras and whatever. But let me tell you one thing I always say in football: you play what is in front of you. It's what they give you that you play. Al Hilal, they beat Manchester City. We all crucified Manchester City because Manchester City is a better team. Yes, we all know that. Now, Chelsea has handled their business. They have what they gave them, they have won. If Chelsea had lost to Palmeiras, would have bantered them. If they had lost to Fluminense, would have bantered them. We all know that. So they did, yes, obviously they were supposed to win that game. They were the better team. Fine, granted, no problem. But in this Chelsea away jersey that you can now get from the Adidas Steak Store by going to the link in the description or clicking on the link in my bio, or send us a message on WhatsApp with this phone number above. Delivery is worldwide. You go to the store, you see the Chelsea home jersey or the away jersey, or any other jersey at all that you have seen at the Club World Cup, or any of the new jerseys. You can get them there now. So go and shop now. But in this new Chelsea jerseys, we have seen Chelsea perform. They have done what is expected of them. And therefore, we give them praise. We have been praying for their downfall, let's not lie. But they have been proving us wrong every single round. And kudos to them. You have to say fair play to them. You have to say well-deserved. Another clean sheet today. They have handled their business properly. Please, if this thing that is blinking here is distracting you, sorry. Yeah, I'll fix it tomorrow. The light just started misbehaving tonight, and I have to shoot this review for Chelsea because they have done so well. As I was saying, you play what is in front of you. And yes, no matter, okay, you say they have escaped, they must meet either Real Madrid or PSG. Most likely for me, I think PSG is favourites against Real Madrid. I think, they're the ones that will get to the final in place of Real Madrid. But even though it's Real Madrid that gets there, you can say most people, if you ask them who is better between Real Madrid and Chelsea, they'll say Real Madrid. If you ask them who is better between PSG and Chelsea, they'll 1,000% say PSG. Sorry, PSG and Chelsea, they'll 1,000% say PSG. So they are definitely going to face better opposition in the final. So even though you say they have been escaping, if they go to that final and win the game and win that final, everything they have done, their end will justify their means. So nobody can really come outside and criticize Chelsea. No. We have acknowledged the fact that, yes, it is weaker opponents. But while still acknowledging that fact, in football, you play what is in front of you. We have seen people flop to this same opponent. We have seen people mess up to this same opponents they have played. But Chelsea has really, really carried themselves well. And let's move on. Enzo Maresca, kudos to him. In his first season, he's basically doing what is expected of him. You will not say, okay, maybe he disappointed the way he fell out of the title race and going, into the top 4 days and stuff like that, or the Champions League race, stuff like that. Yes, that was somehow disappointing. But then, going into the season, Chelsea fans, what did they expect? Just clean up the Conference League because they were by far the best team there. They were like, Yorubas call bias, and that's what they were. They cleaned up the Conference League. They won it emphatically. Every game they played, dominant. Every single game. Make top 4 or make it to the Champions League. They did both of that. They're in the Champions League, back where they belong. I always said it last season, a club like Chelsea has no business in the Conference League. And now you come to the end of the season, Club World Cup. In their group, we looked at their group and we said they have to make it out of this group 100%. When they made it out of the group, we saw their pathway to the final. And everybody said they have to make it to the final because they were stronger than everything they faced. And now they made it to the final. So Enzo Maresca has done a very good job at doing what is expected. You cannot really criticize him on that front. He has adapted. He has made mistakes before. At one point in the tournament, he was doing that Rhys James midfield rubbish, which I always said is rubbish. And now he has gone back to playing him normally, whether it's Gusto at right back because James wasn't really fit. And James came on today and played as a right back, play players in their best position. And one player I want to give special praise to for this tournament is Pedro Neto. He has one of the best players in this tournament, 100%. His impact even on today was very, very evident. Pedro Neto has been outballing almost, in fact, all the Chelsea players. He has been the best player. On that left wing, he has been causing havoc. His goal scoring has been good. Even when he played at right wing and he scored that goal, he has been very, very good. He's pressing, he's passing, he's dribbling. He has been a nuisance. Pedro Neto deserves a whole lot of praise for his play in this tournament. I've been really, really impressed. And if he can reproduce this next season, I think Chelsea will have like a very, very good winger on their hands. It's a position that I've said they need to strengthen, and they haven't strengthened buying Bino Gittins. I mean Jamie Gittins, that's his name. So it's a position that they obviously look to strengthen in the summer transfer window. But Pedro Neto is just 1 year at Chelsea now or so, and I think he still has a lot of potential. He was a player I really loved at Wolves, and I think he'll still do well at Chelsea. Sanchez did his job today. Whenever he was called on, he was decent. I don't think he really had... Okay, that one mistake, that was like a bozo moment small because he was supposed to come off his line quicker. I don't know why he wasted time. That one moment in the first half, that clearance. And speaking of defense, if I don't give this player praise tonight, I will not sleep well. I will not sleep well. Thiago Silva. Hi. Timeless. Ageless. Brother, bring your birth certificate. Let me see. This brother can still ball in Europe in one of the top teams and he will not look out of place in defense. Every good thing that happened in Fluminense's defense today came from Tia. Not a single thing was not outside him. From the goal line clearance, some of the interception, his passing, his calmness. Like everything, I'm telling you. All those other words down, Thiago Santos or his other partners, they were not doing anything. It was all Thiago Silva. He was carrying that defense on his back. And throughout this tournament, he has been the guy. He has been their MVP. What a player, man. And the fact that he's, a Chelsea legend and he was playing against Chelsea and he dropped that performance was just absolutely beautiful to witness. That guy he's something else, man. Once he's on the pitch, you ball. It doesn't matter his age. It doesn't matter his state. I was so impressed by him. Kudos to the legend, man. Kudos. What a performance. Going back to Chelsea, Caicedo very good. That Caicedo, man, is a problem. He is a problem. Like, sometimes you see him lie down on the ground like he have broken his leg and finished his life. Boom, he don't stand up again. I don't know, that guy is stubborn. Man, what a defensive midfielder. You hardly can get... you cannot get away from him, with the ball. And even though you get away from him, you probably have fouled him and they'll call you back for a foul. He's looking like maybe Trevor Chalobah and Tosin is the best centre-back partnership for Chelsea. It has looked the most compact, the most stable. And going back to Chalobah, that was definitely a penalty. Chelsea fans, you have won the game. They don't need to argue. Nobody will beat you. It was a penalty. Because I don't understand this different interpretation because the confusion is too much. I will never understand this handball rule in my life. His hand was here. It was away from his body. What is this natural position again? I thought you people have now told defenders that their hand must be behind their back. That is the rule. That's what I've become familiar with, especially in the Premier League last season. This brother's hand was away from... I looked at that and I was saying that was 1,000% a penalty. And ref came back. When they even told him to go and check, I was even confused first. Because I knew them telling him to go and check, I was really suspicious and they overturned it, but it was 1,000% a penalty. Except they have changed the rule again. Please, If I don't know where, somebody should come and explain to me, because if it was Fluminense that did that thing, Chelsea fans, you know that you call him penalty. So me personally, I think it was 1000% a penalty, not a debate at all. Kukurea was very good as well today. Kukurea's standard performance. Kukurea is always like good for Chelsea. Enzo Fernandez was good. In the first half, he was good in the first half, but I think he was better in the second half. And I think he also got an assist. Joao Pedro, I've spoken about him as well. And I think that first half, Chelsea really dominated it in the first 25 minutes or so. And I think Fluminense came in that later half of the game where they almost won the penalty, and also that goal line clearance from Kukurea. So you understand, it was a balanced game somewhat in the first half, but I think Chelsea was better, and even the majority of the game, Chelsea was a better team. They just had far too much quality for Fluminense. So kudos to Chelsea, and they face either PSG or Real Madrid in the Club World Cup final. I think this will be a very, very tough game for Chelsea, because I think both squads that they are going to face potentially are both at advanced stages of their project, or their players are much more developed and are much more experienced in this type of things. PSG, I mean, they have won every final they have played this season. Real Madrid, we know what the institution is about. We know what that club is about. So Chelsea will really cause a big upset. It will be a big upset if Chelsea wins this Club World Cup final. Let's not even lie and say, oh, Chelsea are favourites for this match. No, that's a lie. If we see that Real Madrid versus Chelsea, or we see that PSG versus Chelsea, we'll think either of those teams will beat Chelsea. But Chelsea can obviously do it. It's a possibility. It's not an impossibility. But personally, I think either of those teams will have the upper hand over Chelsea. But I'm not putting Chelsea to one side. But I would really fear more if it's PSG, because, bro, that PSG problem. PSG is a problem. But yeah, man, I'm really excited to see how that matchup will go. I really, really, really want to see how it will go. Either team that they play, and I want to see whether Maresca. One thing I know I criticized about Maresca last season was how he was in big games. Maresca never he was too shy. He was too timid. He didn't go for the big games like a big team that's supposed to win this too. He hardly ever did that. You understand? So I want Maresca to go there and do like Chelsea. Yes, we don't win this trophy. We know what it be about. We know be small boys. We know be newcomers. Don't go there and be doing shy. No, go there and go for that trophy, no matter the team you are playing. May they know say Chelsea self gallant. You understand? So that is basically it. I just think the main thing I want to see from Maresca, whether they win or lose, is that he should go for the game. Go and try and win. Don't go there and be doing humble. No, try and win that game, because it's a possibility. It's 11 men versus 11 men. Nothing there again. You understand? So I'm really excited for that Club World Cup final on Sunday, and finally this tournament to be over. So let's see that. Kudos to Chelsea once more for making the Club World Cup final. Many of us didn't expect that, We're bantering them that they have had an easy path, but at each way we're waiting for them to fall, and they never fell. So big ups to them, and a well-deserved position, or a well-deserved place they now have in the Club World Cup final. I have not even told you to like or subscribe. Hi! How I go help myself for this YouTube content creation thing? I'm not used to it. Please help me like. And so anytime you watch my video, just like it immediately, subscribe, share the video, and most importantly, please turn on your post notification bell, unless they will embarrass Chelsea 5-0 in that Club World Cup final. I'm not even joking. Any of you watching this video now, you're not subscribed, you're not sharing, you're not doing all that, your club will not win trophy again. But please do so. And if you watch this video up to this point or more, you love me. And please just what's our secret message for today? What will be our secret message for today? Just write OH. Let them be confused. Just write OH, and I'll be in the comments replying to every single one of them. Thank you very much for watching the video, and make sure you have a nice day. And Chelsea fans, congratulations to you. A massive, massive congratulations. Adika Stakes is out. Peace out.